Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top stories for the day: a weekend crash shut down I-75 at the Duncannon exit. We've got the details on that. Plus, a London man is hospitalized after being shot in the face, and a happy reunion for a man with his cat. We're going to take a look at the weather with Susie in your sports report with Michael Watkins. That is all coming up today at Live at 5. But first, a couple of notes to let you know about. Several schools, of course, are going to be calling off for tomorrow. We've got a few here to mention. NTI days tomorrow for Madison County schools, as well as Berea Independent School. Also, we're going to have Estill County. They will be having a traditional snow day tomorrow. And as I mentioned earlier, Susie will be in later to let us know how cold it's going to get and if we're going to get any more winter weather coming our way. That is still to come live at 5. But first, Richmond Police are investigating a serious accident that occurred Saturday night on Duncannon Lane. Initial reports indicated a fatality, but authorities now confirm that that individual is still living. The accident involved two vehicles, one vehicle pulling onto Duncannon Lane from an exit ramp and then being struck by another. Both the northbound and southbound off-ramps were closed on Saturday night as the investigators had the investigation and reconstructionists worked that scene. WBON TV will provide updates on this story as they become available. Well, a London man, James Smith, 56, was arrested on Sunday afternoon following a shooting near Wren Road. According to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to the scene shortly after 1 p.m. and found a 34-year-old man suffering from gunshot wounds to the chest and face. He was transported to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Smith has been charged with first-degree assault. Investigators believe an argument between Smith and the victim escalated, resulting in that shooting. Well, we've got a follow-up to a story we brought you last week live at 5. A tragic two-vehicle collision Friday on Kentucky 15 South near Hunting Fork Road in Wolfe County. According to the Kentucky State Police, a northbound white Ford Fusion driven by 39-year-old Carl Osborne of Thornton crossed the center line and struck a Chevy-bound Chevrolet Express van that was driven by 37-year-old David Lemus Castro of Lexington. Both drivers were unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene. A passenger in the van was transported to the Kentucky River Medical Center and then later lifted to UC Medical Center for treatment of chemical burns. KSP is investigating that collision with Trooper Dakota Rash conducting the accident reconstruction. The Wolfe County Sheriff's Office, Wolfe County Fire, EMS, and Wolfe County Coroner also assisted at that scene. Well, dozens of community members marched through London on Saturday demanding justice for Doug Harless, who was fatally shot by a London police officer in December. The incident occurred at Harless's home while officers were attempting to serve a search warrant. Dispatch audio obtained by authorities suggests police may have been at the wrong residence. Surveillance video of the deadly London search warrant shooting has sparked many questions in the area. Marchers expressed their concerns about the lack of transparency and accountability surrounding the incident. Another Justice for Doug march is scheduled for January the 25th at 11:30 a.m., beginning at the London Big Lots parking lot. And of course, we'll have more on this story as we get it here at WBON TV Channel 9. Well, London Laurel County detectives are investigating a shooting that occurred Saturday afternoon near London. 21-year-old Ivy Castile is facing charges after allegedly shooting her boyfriend during an altercation. Deputies responded to a reporting of a shooting off Full Moon Circle, approximately 7 miles west of London. Upon arrival, they discovered a man had been shot in the torso and was subsequently airlifted to the Lexington hospitals. Investigators believe the shooting stemmed from an altercation between Castile and her boyfriend. Well, a sad update. An eastern Kentucky man has been located and pronounced dead following a golden alert. Phil Conley, 65, of McDowell, was found deceased on a utility road in the Buckhorn community. Kentucky State Police issued a golden alert on Saturday afternoon seeking information on Conley's whereabouts after he was last seen on January 2nd in the Neds Fork area of Fraser Creek. The Floyd County Coroner's Office pronounced Conley deceased at that scene. While foul play is not suspected, the cause of death remains under investigation. Conley's body has been transported to the State Medical Examiner's Office in Frankfort for an autopsy. Casey County authorities cracked down on animal cruelty this weekend, arresting 54 individuals involved in an illegal chicken fighting ring. Kentucky State Police responded to a property off Rife Creek Road Saturday morning after receiving a report of animal cruelty. Upon arrival, troopers discovered a large-scale chicken fighting operation in progress. All individuals present at the scene were subsequently arrested and charged with second-degree cruelty to animals. This is an ongoing case as well, and of course, we'll have more details as they become available on that Casey County animal cruelty case. Well, the Lexington Humane Society posted about a cat named Uncle Pudgy looking for a new home a few weeks ago. They hope to find him a forever family. However, they never anticipated the incredible turn of events that followed. A man saw the post and immediately contacted the shelter, convinced that Uncle Pudgy was his beloved cat Mercy, who had mysteriously vanished 3 years prior during a move to Tennessee. Despite countless searches, the man had never given up hope in finding his lost companion. The man arrived at the shelter with photographs of Mercy from before her disappearance. The shelter staff carefully compared the image and confirmed the suspicions. Uncle Pudgy was indeed Mercy. The most heartwarming moment happened when, during the reunion, as soon as Mercy saw his owner, he emerged from his usual spot and rushed toward him, purring and rubbing against him, as if no time had passed at all. The shelter staff were deeply moved by the incredible story. After 3 long years of separation, this cherished companion had finally returned home. It's a heartwarming reminder that sometimes even the most unlikely reunions can occur. What a sweet picture there. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots of weather news coming up. Got Susie in the Weather Center. That is coming up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mamoot Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mamoot Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
It's time to winterize your home. And Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is here to make sure that your home is ready for when the snow and everything that comes with this time of year finally makes it our way. Call today and schedule a free inspection and consultation with an honest source that is willing to make sure you get what you need. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook or visit KentuckyRoofWorks.com for more information.
Welcome back to Alive at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. We were expecting some crazy weather for the weekend, and I think we got it. A little bit of everything out there. Rain, snow, sleet, a little bit of freezing rain as well. We've got Susie. She's in the Weather Center, going to show us where we stand right now, how much more to expect, and how cold it's going to get out there. Here's Susie.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. Yeah, what a storm this has been. We got rocked pretty hard by the snow showers, and now the cold is the next phase that we'll be entering. But you can see the blanket of snow here across the region. As we take a look at the snow reports, closer to Louisville is where we had some incredible snows at 8+ inches. Frankfort at 8.3 inches. Here in the greater Richmond area up to Lexington, we saw a range between 4 and 6 inches of snow from this storm. Now this is wrapping up. The next part now is going to be that bitter cold as a Canadian high pressure system sets in, also yielding a drier stretch of weather. As we take a look at the temperatures tonight, we will be tumbling down into the teens. The record to beat is -7, so nowhere near that, but it is going to be quite cold, and our highs tomorrow at just 25 degrees, closer to our average lows this time of the year than anything else. Here's the low pressure system. The back end of this is what's been affecting us for today. The majority of the precipitation, the head of that system affecting the East Coast, and this storm will continue to depart. Again, what we have next now is an area of high pressure that's Canadian in nature, really bringing us this widespread cold that many of us will be feeling. We have the potential for some fog tonight. Tomorrow, partly sunny skies. Again, temperatures well below the average with highs only in the mid-20s. Here's our hourly breakdown. We will be very cold throughout the day, down to about 12 early in the morning, and then building into those mid-20s by the afternoon. As we look at our feels-like temperatures, those wind chill values in the single digits during the first part of the day. As we look one day further into our Wednesday, we do have a few lingering flurries perhaps across the eastern tier, but for the most part, we're looking at, again, very quiet conditions and cold. This chill will remain for an extended period of time. As we look at the later part of the week, there are signs of maybe another disturbance coming into play, bringing us some light snow showers into Friday. We'll keep you posted on that. Back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Those temperatures are definitely going to get very chilly out there. You can always take a look at that forecast. It's up all the time at WBONTV.com and also on our Facebook page. Now, since we're talking about temperatures, let's talk a little bit about the community and those who don't have a place to go during these cold temperatures. We've got a list of warming centers that are going to be right here in Madison County over the next couple of days. Enrich will be open. That is at 110 South 2nd Street. That's a warming center from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They are going to be open from Monday through Thursday, and overflow overnight shelters from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Sunday, last night through Wednesday night. They'll have backup generators ready. Pets will be allowed, but must be crated, and you can call the center for details if you have the ability to do that. So again, that is daytime as well as overflow for nighttime warming centers there in Richmond. Another location, the First Christian Church, 412 West Main Street. They will be opening Monday and Tuesday, today and tomorrow, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they ask that you enter through the rear of the building on that for that warming center. Madison County Public Libraries, we were told that they were closed today. However, daily business hours, they're always generally open for warming centers. That's Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to check that and make sure that they're open tomorrow, but I believe that that will be the case for the Madison County Public Library, and that also goes for the Berea branch of the Madison County Public Library, so check there as well. Madison Home, a great resource. If you know anyone who needs it, overnight shelter with a 10 a.m. check-in. They will have backup generators ready just in case the electric goes off. That's located at 105 5th Street in Richmond. That is right across the street from the Madison County, Richmond branch of the library. So check that out. A couple of options there. Room in the Inn at Union Church. We're moving back over to Berea for this one. That's 200 Prospect Street in Berea. Transportation will be available. Overnight shelters will be open with a 5 to 6 p.m. check-in. And you can go and register there for that. Again, Room in the Inn, Union Church. Tates Creek Baptist Church, Boonesboro Road in the northern end of the county. Wednesday from 5 p.m. to midnight, and then midnight to 8 a.m. That is by appointment only. It says that's, again, 1255 Boonesboro Road. That is the Tates Creek Baptist Church. The UP initiative, that's over in Berea, again, Gabbardtown Road, 1513 Gabbardtown Road. We're going to have warming centers available. They're also going to have meals available Tuesday and Thursday. The warming centers from 3 to 6 available and 11 to 2. So that's the UP initiative. That's at 1513 Gabbardtown Road in Berea. Just a quick rundown of these one more time. In Richmond, First Christian Church in Richmond, Madison County Public Library in Richmond and in Berea, Madison Homes here in Richmond, Room in the Inn in Berea, the Tates Creek Baptist Church in Berea, and the UP initiative in Berea as well. So if you have one of those, then you can let anybody that you might know that needs those. We'll have a list of those up at our website, so you can go back and reference those. Well, speaking of the weather again, Governor Beshear provided an update on Kentucky's response to Winter Storm Blair, urging residents to stay off the roads today and allow crews to clear debris and restore power. According to the press release earlier today, over 93,000 Kentuckians are without power, and crews are working to restore service as quickly as possible. Icy roads are reported across the state. Drivers are urged to check conditions before traveling at go.ky.gov and avoid any unnecessary travel. Warming centers are available in counties with the most power outages, and a list of open centers can be obtained by contacting your local emergency manager. The best way to stay safe is to stay home. If you must travel, slow down, buckle up, and leave plenty of space between you and the vehicles around you. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Michael Watkins up next with your latest sports report.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer
and Gus and Petey
from Hicks and Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Schneider again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealist.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our lineup of dependable trucks and become part of the winning tradition.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5. It was a busy weekend for hoops before the snowpocalypse entered the area Sunday. There were a lot of games over the weekend, but not a lot of winning. With a look back at some of those games and a look ahead to an exciting week for EKU hoops, here's Michael Watkins with today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
Hey everybody, and welcome in to a snowy edition of the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. After both the EKU men's and women's basketball teams got off to a 1-0 start in conference play last Thursday, the winning stopped there, as on Saturday each team's record dropped to 1-1 in conference as the men lost 88-67 to North Alabama and the women lost for the first time in 11 games to Lipscomb. In the men's game, Eastern made just 4 of its first 25 shot attempts and missed 11 straight threes in the loss. Devontae Blanton led the team in scoring with 15 points and added 9 rebounds. In the women's game, the team had their 10-game winning streak snapped as Jasmine McGinnis-Taylor and Caitlin Costner each scored double figures in the loss. Coach Todd's Colonels shot just 30.5% from the floor and 24.2% from three, marking the third lowest field goal percentage of the season and the lowest since November 8th's loss to Tennessee State. That's the bad news for EKU basketball fans. But the good news is the team will soon be back inside the friendly confines of Baptist Health Arena and the newly renovated Alumni Coliseum. A topic of discussion from earlier today with the Director of Athletics and Vice President Kyle Moats and myself.
Yeah, and again, we had locker rooms and we had a training room, right? And we had it's not like we are going from we never had it to now we do have it. It's just that what we have now is updated and really, really nice. So that's the difference from the student athlete's perspective. All that we still had, it's just been renovated and updated to make it really look nice and be much more functional than what it was. In terms of the fans, I think they probably benefit the most, in my opinion. And anybody else that goes in there for commencement or graduation or any other event that we would potentially have in that facility. But you know, our concession stands now, we can do a lot more. We can cook things in a concession stand. I know that sounds, but we weren't able to do that. We can now do that. Things are much more brighter. We've lifted some of the ceilings that's more open. We've got elevators that are going to go to the third floor. We've got a club area that's going to seat 300. We've got a courtside club area that's going to host all the people that have courtside seats. That's a really neat feature that we have on that end zone side. So we won't have the seats done, Michael. That's one of the, again, when I talk about phases, yeah, this is kind of phase 3. We won't have that done until next fall, but all the seats are going to be redone. We've got new scoreboards in there. I mean, it really is transformational, but those particular things, being the seats, those will be the only things really that won't be completed until next fall. But a lot of other stuff will be done. Our graphics, for example, they will not be done. There won't be a lot of graphics in there. That'll have to wait until the fall and maybe even later to when basketball starts, because we'll have to find some outside help to get all the graphics done. But nonetheless, just a lot of things happening. I can't thank all the people and all the contractors and all the people working on this, because they've been working their tails off to make sure we hit this Thursday date. The weather, you know, like most things, you want to open, and when you open, it comes down to the last second. Well, the weather's really hurt us. So 48 hours, we need 48 hours. And So we'll see how that goes, but we're still good. And a lot of people have done a lot of extra work to make it happen. We're very thankful for that.
Looking forward to the action later this week. The men will be in action on Thursday night at home, while a doubleheader will take place on Saturday. In high school hoops, the Berea Lady Pirates picked up a win in their first game of 2025 in a game that aired here on WBON TV. Lady Pirates built a big first-half lead and would pull away to a 71-43 win over Lincamp. The two guards for Coach Damian Stepp were huge, combining for 38 points, as Kelsey Sloan dropped a 20-piece and Avery Plessinger added 18. Caden Stepp also got into double figures with 12 for Berea. And in the nightcap of our doubleheader on Friday, the Berea boys hosted one of the top teams in the state in Bryan Station. The Pirates hung around with the defenders for much of the first half before eventually falling 85-58. In other scores from over the weekend, the Madison Central boys had their 6-game winning streak snapped against another top 10 opponent in Hazard. Madison Southern fell 91-61 to Knox Central. And in girls hoops, the Lady Indians improved to 13-0 with a 48-40 win over Rowan County. Madison Southern defeated Great Crossing by 10, and the Model Lady Patriots dropped to 5-2 overall, losing to Robertson County. For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, hoping you all are staying safe and warm and are ready for more snow possibly later this week, I'm Michael Watkins.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 news team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings, and log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Well, thanks for joining us today for Live at 5. Don't forget, it's going to be very, very cold out there. Take care of your neighbors. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're taking care of those animals that you got outside. I'm going to do a quick rundown of the warming stations for tomorrow in Richmond. First Christian Church in Richmond, the Madison County Public Library, both branches in Madison County, the Richmond and the Berea branch. Madison Home, 105 5th Street, Richmond. Room in the Inn, Union Church, that's 200 Prospect Street, Berea, Tates Creek Baptist Church, Boonesboro Road, Richmond, and the Up Initiative, that is Gabbard Town Road in Berea. Stay aware while you're out there. Take care of yourselves, take care of everyone else, and of course, I will see you tomorrow live at 5.